Perfect. Good, Julian. Thanks for being here
Hey,
today.
yeah,
Hello, and
great to meet you.
great to meet you too. Yeah, you were more in contact with Jacob, so I'm a new face too. But anyway, so just wanted to know, just tell us, how did you start to like, started with Datascope, how you came up with the idea, and like what was your main goal, or is your main goal today with Datascope?
I started it many years ago with the aim of, I'd never done recruitment before, but I wanted to start my own business. And I used to be a chartered accountant in the UK. I'd also been a programmer before university. So I decided when I was an accountant, I was a financial accountant with a number of recruitment organizations. So I decided to start my own business in that market. Simple as that, really. And I picked the niche of programming, which was actually quite underserved in those days. And then I grew it very gradually, but I've always kept it within a certain size of between 10 and say 30 people.
Between 10 and 30 people?
Yeah, it's never
Oh,
been more than about 22 or something like that.
okay.
Only
When
three
were
people.
these peak times? What
In
year was that?
around turn of the century, around about 2000 and
Okay, and that was all programming recruitment.
and
Nice.
the part in Sussex was an independent organisation, and I only owned half of it. Well, the plan was I would only own half of it. Um, but in the end, it turned out she was a fraudster. So,
Really? Oh God.
yeah, so we had to close that down. She ended up getting a prison sentence. So,
Oh wow.
I,
Okay. That's quite a story.
it is indeed. Maybe not for now.
No, probably not for now, but anyway, you can tell it off the record.
Yeah.
Okay, and then basically, why did you like? It was 2007, 2009, and then basically, when did you start to go down in numbers? Was it on purpose? Because you just said, okay, we
Well,
can do
when we
this.
closed that bit of it, then we kept pretty sort of static. Then I think we were in the 2008 financial crisis, so we did
Ah,
actually
yeah.
start to decline rapidly. And I was nearly bought out. I nearly sold the company in 2007, and despite all this fraud situation. But I decided at the end of the day, I wanted to keep my independence and autonomy. Um, so yeah, I sort of stayed on. It downsized a lot in that bad economic time, but then we were really building it up. Actually, getting ready to build it up. I had the right people on board in 2018, 2019, and then we had the COVID crisis, and that again hit us down again. So we couldn't grow really very easily, whilst we
Mhm.
had no office.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we came back after COVID. Things were going very well, but in the last few years, it's been terrible. We had because the economy has been very bad for recruitment. The economic situation hasn't improved, and it's still quite a struggle. So we're getting more and more business abroad, which is possibly where you come in.
Yeah, and also I think a problem was the last bill that was brought on last year. No, budget. Sorry,
Last what? Sorry, the budget.
last budget last year. Yeah, that's what I hear
Yes,
always.
that was by our Chancellor Rachel Reeves, and it was basically anti-business. I don't think she meant it to be anti-business, but it was because it taxed people more when they employed people. So therefore, there wasn't the incentive
To employ.
for it sent off the wrong messages, and it also cost more money to employ people. So the economy has just been bubbling along. Interest rates hadn't helped, and okay, they're coming down now, but for a while they were going up, and that wasn't the right approach to control inflation. It usually is the right approach to control
But it
inflation, but
wasn't.
in this instance it was very different because we had COVID, which is what caused inflation, not normal cycles. So it was a bad economic decision to raise interest rates as well.
Okay. Yeah, and all these conditions, like before that, would you say that you had a lot of inbounds coming in? I mean, after COVID, a lot of people had a lot of inbounds coming in, just people hiring tons. So was that also your case? So you had a lot of business coming in organically?
Yeah, we had a lot of business coming in. Yeah. A lot of money chasing business.
And now, like now basically the change is, and that's why we are talking today,
Yes.
is that you have more to do business development and also to
Yes,
map
we've
out
got
new
to
markets,
do decent.
etc. Or
Yeah, you're right. We have to do proper business development. There is, I believe, recruitment business out there now. It's starting to show good signs, but we have to chase it aggressively, which is something we'd never had to do in the past. So we need to reinvent ourselves slightly. So we need to have more energy. And also, when I first started, business development was done on the phone because
Mhm.
people didn't have websites, but they had phone numbers. That was the way people communicated. So you could get through people. So we learned how to get through these barriers. But now when we need to do it, the barriers are different. They just don't have phone numbers. And of course, it's much easier for them not to reply to an email. It's very difficult to put your argument across. There's no body language. So all these
Yeah.
sorts of things. So we definitely need a lot more leads that we then have to somehow or other use our way to chisel open a client, find some people who we can speak to on the phone, and market ourselves that way. But where do we start? We've got lots of contacts, but we've got no idea whether they're recruiting, which again is where Boiler comes in, because you, if you like, tip us off. You say, right, look, these guys are recruiting. So then what we have to do is use that lead to use our huge network of contacts to then approach the contacts we already have and sell to them.
Yeah, fair enough. And basically, what I'm also seeing that you and also other recruiters are looking to basically expand into new areas, new countries they were never in. So usually that, like as I understand it, took like a bit of time to basically go out looking on websites who's hiring, what companies are in this area. For example, let's say you want to recruit in Italy now, very randomly. Then basically you have to go there and see who's hiring. So how do you use Boiler to basically understand which markets are out there else?
Well, we can use as one of our seats with it, we can use it, or our ideal customer profiles, we can look for a particular country, get some keywords that trigger the sort of positions we'd like to be trying to fill, and let the AI of Boiler just come up with the links for us that we then chase up.
Did you do that manually before?
We just didn't do it enough at all, to be frank. We just didn't do it, right? But we know we need to do it, but it was a bit of a daunting task. So how do you start?
Yeah, that's the most of the problem. It's because business development is really something where you have to come in the morning with a big smile and then call people and hope that they don't get pretty angry at you.
No,
So
we need Jacob to work for us.
we can give you some advice and calling you some good catch messages. I mean, are you personally doing cold calls at the moment, at this minute, like
No,
daily?
I'm not. We have, obviously, yeah, we have people who would do that. And I don't mind doing a bit of it.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing. I mean, if you can speak well, then you can also get people.
Yes.
Okay, and what would you say at the moment is your biggest challenge? Like generally, just like at the moment, what you're facing, what's like your biggest challenge that you will face in 2026 that you are tackling now? Is it really
Our challenge
pipeline
will
or
be, our challenge is to get a dialogue going with people.
dialogue? Okay,
Yeah.
so
If we can get a dialogue going, then we can find out what their needs are, develop the need, and give them the service they want. But without the dialogue, if it's not two-way, if they just cut us off before they even listen, then we can't. It's very difficult to get that dialogue going.
and to get a dialogue, you need leads that you get from us. On the other side, my question is, where do you get your phone numbers from at the moment?
Well, sometimes people do have them on the website, but we've got a database of our own of people we've placed with clients going back 30 years. So some of those people will end, well, most of those people end up with jobs. So it's pretty likely that if your product gives us, say, a vacancy in, for argument's sake, Italy, there's somebody on our database who's moved there. And we
Okay.
can find that out. And we might be able to find out through, say, some other social media, LinkedIn or something like that, who's working for this particular client. And then we can look up those people on our database where we will have extra information. We will have phone numbers.
Okay, because I just saying this now on the record because we basically have now integrated that we find you the phone numbers of the hiring managers.
Oh, have you? I didn't know that.
Yes,
Is that a new
it's
feature?
it's very new.
Oh, Felix. We want it. Give it to
So
us.
I actually didn't want to tell you this on this call because I thought Jacob told you that, but it was a good fit. So yeah, at the moment, what we integrated is basically that you can map up your market. Once you have the company that is hiring, you can with our AI find a hiring manager and then find the phone number and the email address of people you don't
Brilliant.
have in your database. So
Yeah, that'd
then
be
you
great.
can
Yeah.
do
Well,
more
it's
calls.
quicker as well, isn't it? It saves us having to look things up, so that's great.
Yeah, so after this call, I'm happy to to give you a call and show you that if that is really the biggest challenge. Oh, wow. Okay.
Your lights come on again.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. These are these boxes. No, good. Okay. Anyway, we'll have to chat afterwards. But yeah, that is the biggest challenge, and it is very important to take the phone to the ear and start being charming on the phone again. I can tell Jacob that he sends you a few of our best practices because we have been doing this for many years, so we have some
Great, that'd be great.
special tricks. But no, good. Thanks, Julian. If you don't have any other questions, I'll let you go to
No,
your other
that's
call.
great. Is that everything you want to know? Great.
That is everything I want to know.
Lovely, Felix. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much. And then we'll stay in contact, Julian. Wait, I'll now stop.